Welcome to Matchday Live, the post-match edition, as we recap what just happened here in beautiful Carson, California. 3-0, a beautiful scoreline for San Diego Loyal, a very impactful night in the Pacific standings. Welcome to Carson, Matchday Live, live on location. Darren Smith, I'm Jordan Caruth. Welcome in. Yarrow scores, Martin scores, Charlie Adams scores. 3 goals for San Diego and 3 points coming their way.
And Jordan, Soapy Joe's,
Soapy
baby!
Joe's!
Get your free Magic Joe wash from Soapy Joe's with SD Loyal's clean sheet tonight. Text the word clean to 94321. That is right. 0 goals against. San Diego Loyal, you get a free car wash that can be used at any Soapy Joe's location. Just text the word clean to 94321. Terms and conditions apply. Don't worry about any of that. Another clean sheet for Austin Guerrero, our Matchday Live pre-match guest. He joined us, now his 5th clean sheet on the 2021 season. That equals John Kempen's record all-time in franchise history, for what that's worth. That said, couldn't have gone any better tonight for San Diego Loyal here at Dignity Health Sports Park and in the Pacific Division as well.
Not only will we have clean cars in San Diego, San Diegans will be well fed tomorrow thanks to Rubio's. Tacos for the win, brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. San Diego Loyal got a win today, so all you have to do is go online to the Rubio's app, type in SD Loyal, and that is how you get a free Rubio's taco tomorrow. So free car wash, free taco, 3 points, and a really good night for San Diego when it comes to the standings. I'll give you the latest. There have been some impactful results, not just here in Carson, but elsewhere as well. Just south a little bit, a few miles, Orange County fell to Phoenix. Phoenix 59 points, still top of the table. San Diego 43, Orange County 3rd place, 6 points back. That's interesting. 37 points for OC, LA 32. They have 1 game less played than San Diego, but still 32 to 43. That's an 11-point gap between the 2 teams we just saw play here in Carson. We can throw a bunch of numbers your way. What they mean is that San Diego really helped themselves, not just for the playoff standings tonight, but if you're dreaming of a home playoff game, that became a little bit more of a reality.
Yeah, Jordan, I mean, it just feels like October 2nd, 2021 was a pretty important night in SD Loyal history. Not only did we have great representation here from the fans, from the locals, from Chavos de Loyal, they were making a ton of noise. They brought the energy here tonight, right, at Dignity Health Sports Park, but also just given now, taking 1 huge step forward towards the postseason, which is the goal, to qualify, finish top 4 in the Pacific Division, and then also on top of that, a potential cherry on top being hosting a playoff game as well, given the result that happened 38 miles south of here, given what happened here tonight in Carson, beautiful Carson, California. It was beautiful for SD Loyal tonight, 3 goals to 0. Yeah, I feel like this was just such a massive night, such a memorable night here. Of the 32 that you played during the regular season, it just feels like this is one of those that you're like, yeah, that was a real defining moment for SD Loyal season.
Yeah, San Diego got a win. So LA loses tonight, Orange County loses tonight, Tacoma goes down tonight as well, and a few other draws to be mixed in. It was a great night for San Diego when you look at the table. Clearly a great night on the field. I was talking about it a little bit earlier after the goal. I got a video sent to me earlier from my wife, and she sent me a video of our 1-year-old son, Luca, and he had the biggest smile on his face. And like the smallest things get him so excited, right? And it's just that genuine, nothing else matters, pure happiness look. Elijah Martin has that same look after he scores a goal. I can't find anyone who is happier than Elijah Martin, not just from a goal. We've also seen him dish up a few assists and react the same exact way, but he went sprinting after scoring that goal. I don't know if we've seen him move any quicker than that.
You know, you and I were talking about it because we sat with the supporters who made the trip up here to Carson, California. How well is Elijah Martin playing? And you think of him, he's such a mainstay in the starting 11 for Landon Donovan and for Nate Miller. He's such, he's there. He's defensive guys, they don't get a ton of the credit. We're thinking about goal scorers, guys who set him up, right? Pick to kick, all that sort of stuff. That was his first ever goal for San Diego Loyal. You sort of forget about that because, here we are now. It's match day 27, season number 2, 16 matches last year. You sort of say, okay. Thank you to our statistician, Sean Kelly, for reminding us of that. That was Elijah Martin's first SD Loyal goal. So you can tell, obviously he's got a little bit of history with Galaxy. Also, he knows that this was a huge night for Loyal, and for him, what a night to get his first. We saw a penalty kick. My goodness, how often have we been practically begging for a penalty kick? We saw that. Tumi Moshibani draws the foul inside of the box. Charlie Adams, the captain, put it home beautifully. So, yeah, this just was, everything came up Loyal tonight.
We asked about Landon Donovan, or we asked Landon Donovan about who would take the penalty kick. A few weeks ago, we asked him when he was on the road. We were doing a show from Stone, and he said, Charlie's our captain. And unless Charlie doesn't want to take it, Charlie's our guy. And that's exactly what we saw. Charlie Adams. I hear the locals, Antonio. If we can get a shot of the supporters who are hanging around. I see several players. I see this is kind of where the media is hanging out, huh? It's not just Matchday Live. I see a couple reporters as well.
Yep. Austin Guerrero's over there. He's interacting with the locals. The captain, Charlie Adams, is walking off just over to our left, as you can see on the screen there. So, yeah, I mean, these guys, it's an interesting setup where we are, that they will have to actually walk through some of the supporters. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm overstating this. There were more San Diego Loyal supporters in the house tonight than there were Los Dos supporters.
They were definitely the louder bunch.
We were the louder bunch. There's no doubt about that. It was even nice to see interim president Ricardo Campos get down there and start waving the flags and leading some of the chants as well, which is fantastic. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe they're just going to hop the fence right over to our left and maybe show up here on set with us. Who knows? Let's break all the rules tonight.
Antonio, let's give them one more shot of the locals if we can, because they did make the trip all the way up to Carson. They did not have a lot of time to prepare for this trip. This was something that was kind of thrown together, and the amount of people that showed up, I think it's very impressive. And now you have a few more road trips on the schedule ready to go. You have Orange County coming up on a Wednesday, and then you also have that trip to Sacramento coming up Halloween weekend. A lot of the supporters waiting around for a few of the players as well. But there's a few more road trips going on with a few more opportunities for the locals to get going here on the away, from the away, a couple of the away stadiums.
Sorry, just absorbing all of this from the supporters, as you can see.
Yeah, this is where Darren and I hung out. Not exactly there on the fence. We were up in the bleachers, but this is who we were hanging out with. And they definitely made their presence sound.
You know, it's so amazing.
They probably had more people. I know they were louder for sure. I don't know if they actually had more people, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah, and you know, this is the energy. You think about it. These guys have been doing this for 2 hours.
Right.
You know, these guys started doing this before the match. When we were still doing Matchday Live, we could hear them when they started filing into the stadium. This was not even one where, Jordan, they organized a bus trip. They only found out earlier this week that they were allowed to be here to watch this match. So think about that. You know, it's one thing if you organize a bus trip like what they're doing against Orange County on October 20th, and everybody says, all right, hey, we're going to meet here, we're going to meet in Balboa Park, we're going to stop in North County, we're going to bring everybody up. You know, that's
Grant
one thing.
Stoneman going over.
You know, but like for all of these guys themselves to figure out a way to get up here, you know, that's just a spectacular testament to the supporters and the support that this club had here tonight in Carson, California. Again, and what an amazing night to have it. When you think about the result here, when you think about the result in Irvine, when you think about the result that we're talking in Sacramento, all of this just spectacular.
Let's get Joe Totino on the show if we have the opportunity. We're live, baby. Yeah, this is going to be good. We have a microphone for Joe. Do we have a chair for Joe? I'm going to get out of my chair. Joe.
I'll get at it.
Okay. Here we
Joe,
go.
you sit
Joe
down.
Totino.
The Bulldog, Joe Totino.
Take a seat.
What's going on?
Welcome to Matchday Live. Can we get you a drink or anything?
Welcome to the reunion.
Yes.
Yes, this is a reunion. No
This
doubt
is
about
It's
it.
actually the reunion. I think it's the first time I've seen you guys.
Yes,
since,
that is true. This is the voice of the galaxy.
Schedules
right here,
are done,
Joe
I
Totino.
promise.
Holidays are coming. Who's working things?
Who's running the NFL games?
I put my request in. I'm out.
This is my first time. I've been to Carson several times to watch the Galaxy play. It's the first time I've come to this field to watch Los Dos play in this environment. This is a fun, this is a festive crowd. It's loud. There's a lot of noise that bounces around. It's a good
This is one of
setup.
the first times we've been able to have a crowd in here because of the guidelines in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So it was great. It felt finally normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been an abnormal time for all of us, as you guys know. You've lived it as well. So it was great to have it, hearing the drums. You know, you guys know how that the drums will give you a headache after a while. But having the drums back in, having the rhythm, having the fans go at it, seeing the opposing fans in the building, you know, and coexisting together, and celebrating the game, because those are the fans that come out here.
Right.
The fans that come out here are the ones that just love it, and they're here to have a good time. And the opposing fans that make the trip, whether it's up from San Diego or the Sacramento fans that come on in, or the Las Vegas fans that make their way here, that's the LAfC team there. So, seeing that, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. Things don't get out of hand. And so it was great to see fans here again. It's great to see you guys. Honestly, I mean, it really is great to see you guys.
It is great to see you, and we were talking about the exact same thing when we were coming in, just the hospitality of everyone, because you're right, at this level, when you have supporters in the house banging drums, singing for 90 minutes, that just tells you like what it means to them.
Right.
So there's always been this level of respect, I feel like, with other supporters groups, but it was very clear tonight. Very welcoming crowd, it was fun. I was talking with the locals about it, sharing food in the parking lot before with the other supporters group, drinking beers together. It really coming together moment. And like you said, you haven't had that opportunity here in a long time.
No, not especially for Galaxy too, because they decided the way things were opening up that they were just going to say, all right, here's how we're going to do that. We're going to play the games. We'll allow the families to get in here and watch their teams play. But in terms of, by and large, fans from other teams or more Galaxy fans, they weren't allowed to be here. And it's a big part of the core fans. The core loves to be here. I mean, they love to be able to come out and watch training, and those things have all gone away. And so hopefully someday soon they'll be able to come back and take a look at that stuff as well.
So, Joe, let's just ask this real quick, because Landon Donovan's going to come over here. Tomorrow you are emceeing the unveiling of the statue for Landon Donovan. You've known Landon as well and longer than almost anybody. What is tomorrow all about, the history that you have with LD?
Tomorrow I get to tell a lot of truths. And and you know this because we spent a lot of time together in the radio station, and we've talked about this in the past. And to me, Landon Donovan's the greatest American soccer player of all time. It's very simple in that, and his numbers dictate that. And we have a lot of great American players coming along, and they might surpass his numbers along the way, but you have to do it. And until that happens, and I've said this before, I mean, Landon is our Babe Ruth and our Wayne Gretzky of our sport, and we could be John Unitas or whatever it might be. Those records have fallen along the way. Gretzky's records are falling along the way, but Landon holds them. And even though his goals mark was eclipsed in Major League Soccer, everybody's still comparing themselves to Landon. And so that's the way I see it. That's the way I feel, and that's. If I get the opportunity with the amount of time I have to speak, then I'm going to say that.
Great.
Yeah.
We're looking forward. You're going to crush it tomorrow.
Yeah, we look forward to watching.
I hope so.
Well, we know that about Joe.
I don't know if the suit's going to fit now at this point.
Well, the one thing we know about Joe.
Have you tried? We need to throw it on.
The one thing I think we know about Joe when it comes to Landon, he speaks from the heart about this.
Yes, absolutely.
This isn't something like, okay, I'm really going to jazz this up just because I'm going to be in front of tens of thousands of people. Like, this because you've lived this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Doug Hamilton's the former general manager of the Galaxy, the late Doug Hamilton that we lost in early 2006. He passed away. And I remember sitting down before the championship in 2005 at the hotel in Dallas, and we were talking about the fact that the Galaxy made their way into the playoffs, and it was a really difficult year that year. They were a good team, but they struggled throughout the entire year. But they got hot right at the end, and they got into the playoffs, and they knocked off the top team, which was San Jose, and they roared on into the championship. And so we're in the hotel, and we usually would have breakfast together, and we're talking about it. Steve Sampson was the head coach, and back then you'd sit down and have breakfast with the coach, and the GM would hang with you as well. And they said, you know what, Landon Donovan and Kobe Jones put this team on their shoulders, and they led us here. And when Kobe retired, Landon Donovan continued to do that, even through the dark times for the Galaxy, the early days of David Beckham and so forth. Landon still had that fire in his belly. And when Bruce Arena became the head coach in 2009, and I know I'm getting long-winded here, but when Bruce Arena became the head coach in 2009, he took over August 2008. So I came out in the first preseason training session, and Landon comes up to me, how you doing, this, that, what's going on? And he goes, so what do you think? And I said, you tell me, what do you think? He goes, everything's going to be great. And he was right. And the Galaxy went on a tremendous run. And so, I wish he would have played 2 more years, and I told him that before. But I just, there's not much I can say about Landon Donovan without getting emotional. He's the greatest American soccer player of all time, and I wish he'd been able to get his 4th. World Cup, and he was deserving of that, and that got out of hand, unfortunately. So now you guys are getting me to talk too much.
Well, Landon's right over here. He's going to join us momentarily.
Chat with Landon coming up
Well,
next.
let me get out of his way. I know he heard me.
Yeah.
Because my voice carries.
Have you seen the statue?
I haven't seen the statue.
You haven't?
I haven't seen the statue.
Okay.
I haven't seen the statue. I did see the covering around it. It gives me an idea of what it's going to look like. It wasn't what I imagined, Landon, but it's okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if Landon's seen it. We'll ask him. Landon's going to join us next on Matchday.
Let me get out of the way.
Yeah.
Joe Tatino, great
Good to see you guys.
It was great to see you, Joe.
Good to see you. I'm glad you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
I listen all the time.
Thank you.
Keep Marty in check. I heard you have a new home. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I appreciate it.
All right, gentlemen.
We'll
Thank
take
you,
a break.
Joe.
Joe
Joe
Tatino
Tatino
joining us on Matchday Live. A true pleasure for us. We'll take a break, come back. Landon Donovan joins us next.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open. We are here for you.
Offensively, they cause you all sorts of problems. So to get a shutout against that team is pretty rare, to be honest. So ultimately, our final last-ditch defending was very good. We were a little sloppy in how we defended further up the field, but in the box, Stone, Yarrow, Elijah, Ibarra were really good. And so that's why we won the game, because of those plays.
Are you happy now, Landon? There was a penalty kick tonight. I know we've talked about this a few times on Matchday Live. It's like, how could we lead this league in possession and passes and not get penalty kicks? We got one tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're happy with that.
Yeah, and part of it, I mean, listen, we've probably been unlucky not to get some calls along the way. But if you don't put teams under pressure in a real way, you're not going to get the calls. So the fact that we've been working with our guys a lot on just running at people. We do it every day in training now, just getting the ball and driving and running in the box and putting them under pressure. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get the calls. So Toomey did it, made a good play, got fouled, and we finally got a goal from a penalty.
You guys played very well against LA Galaxy all season long. 12 out of 12 points. This now completing the season series. And also, big night in the Pacific Division, as we were just looking at as well. I don't know if it's too early for scoreboard watching, but with 5 to go, seeing what's happening in Irvine, seeing what's happening in Sacramento, seeing what's happening in Oakland, all of it adds up.
Yeah, no, this is about the time. So we met with the team on Monday of this week and said hopefully there's 10 games left, 6 more in the season and hopefully 4 more in the playoffs. And we want to be better every week. This is the time of year where now the points matter in a real way. So our guys, I think, are focused. They weren't perfect tonight, but I think they're focused on giving ourselves a real chance. And right now, we feel like we can step on the field with anyone and compete. And so we're in a good way.
Elijah Martin had a huge moment tonight with his goal. I was telling Darren a story earlier. I got a video from my wife earlier of my 1-year-old son with the biggest smile. He had like this toy he was playing with, and it still does not add up to the smile on Elijah Martin after he scores a goal or assists a teammate. Yeah. That guy is truly happy on the field, especially when he's making an impact like he did. How important is he down the stretch for you?
Yeah, I just love Elijah. I love him as a human being. He's such a great kid. He loves this club so much. I mean, he is San Diego loyal through and through. And if you didn't know better, you would think he was from San Diego. I loved his celebration. It had me smiling for a long time. It was so genuine and authentic, and I'm really proud of him. He cares so much. He works so hard. And when you see him happy like that, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it really was. To see that smile, it's contagious, there's no doubt. Tomorrow for you, nervous? Like, where are the nerves? You excited to see the statue? Any expectations for what it may look like?
Who's more emotional, you or Joe Tatino? Joe
was very emotional
starting to well
about
up a
this.
little
Probably
bit. Over
Joe. I'm pretty present in life, and honestly, I hadn't given it much thought unless we talked about it this weekend at some point. But I was just focused on I wanted to win tonight. I would have been really miserable tomorrow had we lost this game. So now I will sort of soak it in. What I'm most excited about is I don't want to diminish a statue and what that means, but all my loved ones who are here this weekend and get to celebrate it is really important to me. My mom drove me all over Southern California my whole childhood, and it's going to be pretty cool for her to see her son memorialized in that way. So I'm really excited about that piece of it. Seeing a statue is cool, but I'm more excited about the human element with my family and friends.
And how many? What are we talking about? What are the numbers here on family?
Well, this is very closest, so probably 20 of my very closest teammates, coaches, friends, family. Sunil Gulati is flying in, which I'm really grateful for. Former U.S. Soccer President Don Garber is flying in, which I'm very grateful for, the MLS Commissioner. And then a lot of my friends and family and teammates flew in too. So it's going to be a special day. It's great to see them, and I'm very proud.
20 is a healthy number. Do you need tickets? Do you know anyone?
I think I got it covered. Okay, I'll let you know, JC.
Okay, good. We do appreciate it. I know your other questions are waiting for you, but congratulations, and I'm glad the weekend started like this for you.
Yeah, me too. I appreciate you guys.
Good stuff.
Thanks
We
for coming
appreciate
down.
you.
Thank you,
This
of
is cool.
course.
We're coming
We're
up.
with you guys the rest of the way now.
Okay, great.
So
let's do
rest
it.
of the regular
And
season,
Sacramento.
we're with you. You can't shake us.
No, it's good. You guys
We'll
are good
follow
luck.
around.
Keep
Yes.
it going.
All right,
All right, thanks, guys.
You got
Good
it.
stuff.
This is when you exit.
This is when we
Yes,
leave.
oh,
Goodbye,
that's where we
everybody.
Stage right
Wait,
and left.
Let me grab this.
You still want the mic?
Yeah.
He might need it. ¿Quieres que empiece? Yo empiezo si quieres. A ver si te acuerdas también de mí, Landon. ¿Cómo estás? Felicidades, Landon. Una semana muy especial para ti. ¿Qué más puedes pedir? La victoria, además de toda la celebración en tu nombre y una estatua. ¿Qué más puedes tú pedir como jugador, como persona, como elemento del Galaxy?
Es un fin de semana de recordar, de pensar en lo que pasó para 10 años aquí en Los Ángeles. Estaba emocionado cuando entré al estadio hoy, pensando en todo. Y estoy bien agradecido por todo que ha hecho el club, los fans aquí. Fueron 10 años increíbles.
Landon, ¿te imaginaste tú como niño que alguna vez tener una estatua enfrente de un estadio? Me imagino que alguna vez viste alguna estatua, pero ¿cómo sentir que eres tú ahora el que tiene una enfrente tuyo?
Sí, crecí en Ontario, aquí cerca a Los Ángeles, y crecimos en una casita pequeñita, sin dinero, sin muchas cosas, y imaginar que podría estar aquí hoy, no puedo entender. Es algo increíble, extraordinario, y como empecé mi vida hasta ahora, tengo mucha suerte en mi vida, y por eso estoy agradecido.
Y la afición del Galaxy que viene y te corea tu nombre, incluso cuando vistes colores de otro equipo, ¿cómo sientes ese momento cuando escuchas tu Landon Donovan en la afición?
Ya que no juego, tengo más respeto para los fans que han estado aquí desde el primer día en 96. Tengo mucho respeto para la historia que han hecho, su apoyo desde el primer día, Y yo creo que los jugadores que juegan mañana, por ejemplo, tienen una responsabilidad, darle todo en la cancha aquí. Y por eso digo a todos gracias, que 10 años tenemos y gracias por todo.
Ya la última de mi parte, ¿qué crees que te faltó para darle al Galaxy? ¿Crees que lo diste todo o crees que todavía te quedó faltando algo? ¿Piensas quizá, debí haber logrado esto? ¿Piensas que te faltó algo más para el Galaxy, para darle algo más al Galaxy?
Con el equipo,
Sí.
en momento.
Sí.
Ya como técnico sé que es difícil para Greg cuando empieza con un equipo nuevo. El equipo es mucho mejor que los últimos 2 años, en mi opinión. Están en un tiempo difícil en el momento, pero es un proyecto y Greg ha mostrado que puede, que sabe cómo ser campeón y ojalá todavía lleguen a los playoffs. Si ganan mañana va a ayudar mucho, pero en próximo año, próximos 2 años creo que se van a mejorar más.
¿Te imaginas como técnico del Galaxy algún día?
Vamos a ver. En el momento estoy bien contento aquí y es divertido para mí ver el trabajo que está haciendo Greg. Algún día sería un sueño, nunca sabes, pero vamos a ver.
Landon, qué gusto verte otra vez.
También.
Siempre es un placer platicar contigo. Este reconocimiento que tendrás mañana, esta estatua, es por un trabajo que has hecho con el Galaxy y eres una de las piezas fundamentales, pero en realidad Landon Donovan es más que el Galaxy. Yo creo que Landon Donovan ha hecho un trabajo fundamental para el desarrollo del fútbol en todo el país de Estados Unidos. ¿Cómo te sientes, Landon, de que a tus 40 años, todo lo que has, bueno, menos de 40, todo lo que has logrado, todo lo que significas para el fútbol en este país?
Pues yo tenía una oportunidad especial, jugar en la ciudad donde nací. Muchos jugadores no tienen esa oportunidad y para mí fue una responsabilidad grande. Y por eso trato de dar todo cada vez que estaba en la cancha. Cada 90 minutos fue muy importante a mí. Y tener la oportunidad de jugar aquí, en frente de mi familia, cada semana, ganar campeonatos aquí y por fin tener una estatua es muy orgulloso para mí y como he dicho, estoy bien agradecido.
¿Cuáles crees tú que son los méritos que tiene que tener un atleta para poder llegar a tener una estatua? ¿Cuáles son los méritos que tú crees que se necesitan?
Buena pregunta. Más que todo, la mentalidad y el esfuerzo que haces cada vez que estás en la cancha. No es perfecto cada 90 minutos, pero yo creo que la gente sabía que a mí me importó mucho este club. Es igual como David Beckham con Manchester United. Es mi club. Y eso es la más importante. También ganar campeonatos es una parte de ser parte de la historia de un club. Pues creo que esas 2 cosas son muy importantes.
Landon, hace 2 años, cuando pusieron la estatua de David Beckham, hubo la polémica de que Landon debió ser primero, David debió ser primero, algún otro jugador debió ser primero en las estatuas. No vamos a entrar en esa polémica porque yo sé que tú eres muy respetuoso, pero dime un par de jugadores que además de Landon Donovan y David Beckham merezcan tener una estatua ahí enfrente del StubHub Center.
Mira, dar mucho crédito al Galaxy para hacer cosas así, porque equipos en todos los deportes que no tienen historia así no pueden hacer estatuas. Pues dar mucho crédito a Chris Klein, a Dan Beckerman, a Phil Anschutz para la oportunidad. En mi opinión, hay muchos que merecen. Cien, Kobe, Robbie Keane. Y vamos a ver quién sería la próxima. Pero estoy agradecido, es un honor, claro. Y dar mucho crédito al club para hacer algo diferente en nuestra liga, por primera vez en nuestra liga.
Landon, yo he tenido la oportunidad de entrevistarte cuando llegaste aquí al Galaxy en el 2005. Te he entrevistado como jugador de Galaxy, como jugador de selección nacional, como comentarista deportivo cuando has hecho cosas para alguna cadena de televisión, como jugador de fútbol indoor soccer. Ahora te entrevisto como técnico. ¿Qué más hay para Landon? ¿Presidente de un equipo? ¿Presidente del US Soccer?
No, en el momento estoy muy contento como técnico porque tengo la oportunidad de impactar las vidas de estos jóvenes y para mí es un gran orgullo para hacer eso. Pues en el momento tengo mucha pasión para en el futuro nunca sabes, pero soy padre y soy padre de esos también, esos jugadores y estoy bien contento.
Landon, como técnico, ¿cómo te consideras tú? ¿Eres como dicen, un player's coach o cómo eres estricto? ¿Eres más relajado? ¿Eres Bruce Arenas, Steve Sampson? ¿Cómo es Landon el técnico?
Tengo muchas partes de los técnicos que he tenido en mi vida. Muchas partes de lo que hizo Bruce, Bob Bradley, cuando era más joven, Frank Yallop, John Ellinger. Muchas partes de eso. Más que todo, soy auténtico a mí mismo. Soy honesto, muy honesto con los jugadores. Es muy importante. Si juegan bien, les voy a decir. Si juegan mal, les voy a decir. No importa el resultado. Por ejemplo, primera parte les voy a decir hoy fue muy bien, segunda parte muy mal. Y tenemos que ser honestos con ellos. Por eso creo que me respetan. Pero trato de no hablar tanto. Cuando es importante, hablo. Y la parte dentro de la cancha, muy importante, queremos jugar en una manera que les gusta, que es divertido para ellos. Y yo creo que los jugadores están disfrutando lo que estamos haciendo.
Muchas felicidades, Landon.
Gracias. Thank you, amigos.
Thank you.
Gustazo.
We are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
Welcome back. Matchday Live rolling on the post-match edition. 3-0 the final score. San Diego had a very impactful night in the table, in the standings. It was a great night for San Diego. Our thanks to Landon Donovan for stopping by. He spoke about that, and he seemed to like the table.
I was going to say, would you mind, for everybody who's stuck around with us here on Matchday Live, could you translate everything that was said in Espanol?
Yeah, Landon is going to be the next manager of LA Galaxy, and then he's going to become president of the U.S. Soccer Federation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
maybe I got a few words wrong there. Maybe I shouldn't be so definitive with that. I don't know.
Well, as he said, let's be present. Let's live in the moment. Let's enjoy Landon Donovan while we have him.
Yes, absolutely. He has a very fun weekend, and I really do believe the result tonight will allow him to have even more fun this weekend, which he's going to have fun either way. I'm really glad he gets to enjoy it this way because I feel now he will enjoy it to the full extent.
Yeah, and he's been all over the place when it comes to the statue, right? Like, gosh, like forever. He's like, he's had some very funny lines about what happens when you try to immortalize somebody and you make something forever. But it is well earned. I thought Joe Tatino really, put it in great perspective because nobody's seen more of Landon Donovan's career than Joe Tatino.
Yeah.
And I mean that. Like, nobody has seen more of Landon's career than Joe. So it was great to catch a couple of minutes there with the Bulldog. But yeah, it's just an incredible thing to think about, to be immortalized in that capacity, just a couple of yards away from where we're standing. So, and well earned, and congrats and kudos to him. But back to the job at hand, 3-0 tonight for San Diego Loyal. They're 43 points, 6 clear of Orange County. It was a good day.
It was a great day for San Diego. They'll be back at it a week from tonight at Torero Stadium against Sacramento, a team that actually helped San Diego earlier tonight. We'll see Sacramento a few more times, one time at Torero and then a trip Halloween weekend to Sacramento for what would be the final game of the regular season, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the final game that San Diego will play this year.
I don't think so.
No.
If their playoff odds coming into the night were 97%, they've only gone up, especially with the result that happened right behind us and the other results in the Pacific Division. By the way, where'd Cosmo go?
Where did Cosmo go?
What happened? He signed his autograph, he bailed, we haven't seen the guy since.
Autograph?
Or gal. Or whatever that was.
We're not allowed to repeat what Cosmo wrote down in our notes. Single game tickets are still on sale. You can go to SD Loyal's website for that. We mentioned the Sacramento match coming up. Only a few more opportunities. Hopefully, Darren, a playoff opportunity at Torero Stadium as well. We'll see. But if that is the goal, tonight was a very nice step towards that goal, achieving that goal. And it looks like San Diego are at least in position to pull it off.
I feel pretty good. I mean, I realize that there's a lot of San Diego sports fans who it's probably too soon, but yes, like we've seen a team with incredible playoff odds completely crater. Don't feel like we're going to see a repeat of that with 5 matches to go. Sacramento, New Mexico on the 17th, at Orange County on the 20th.
Bus trip, baby.
Oakland on the 24th, and then finishing at Sacramento. Jesse Beltran, who works with the club, he started doing a little bit of math, started crunching the numbers here, trying to figure out if there's a way for Loyal to clinch a playoff spot coming up next Saturday. Then all of our heads started exploding. So we'll have to figure that out sometime during the week. But, there might be a mathematic possibility that this could happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it could happen very soon. It could happen a week from tonight. We'll see how it all plays out. And as you know, we'll keep you updated on all the math that comes with it here on Matchday Live. Darren, a pleasure to see you tonight. It was fun taking the show on the road. This was a great setup for us. We're really glad that we did it. And there's going to be a few more road trip opportunities for us. And I have a feeling we're going to be a part of every single one down the stretch. So, for Darren Smith, and for Antonio, and for Jesse, and for everyone with San Diego Loyal, thank you for tuning into Matchday Live. 3-0 again, the final score. A huge night for San Diego as they improve their position in the standings. And now, Darren, we get to look forward to tomorrow. LA Galaxy, LAFC, 5 o'clock on ESPN and ESPN Deportes. We get to see Landon Donovan honored in that one.
Love it. Can't wait. I mean, there's some other thing happening in sports tomorrow at 5 o'clock, but the hell with that thing.
What is that thing?
Don't know.
I have no idea. ESPN
Totally
is where I will be.
Overcooked.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. We'll chat with you soon next Saturday from Torero as San Diego takes on Sacramento. Chat soon.